everybody! Hello you book lovers out there! Welcome for another day about books in the wonderful world of books talk show. We are gathered here today to learn about the wonderful books and the authors that wrote them. Today's topic is the most censored book, and for this most censored book, we will be having a guest come shortly. Oh my goodness, I wonder who it is. This particular book got a teacher fired for assigning it to the class. Oh my goodness, that's very, very bad. Between the years of 1961 and 1982, this book was the most censored book in both high schools and libraries in the United States. What? The book is called The Catcher in the Rye, written by J.D. Singer. This book was censored for many reasons, such as the vulgarity of language, promotion of sex, drugs, and lying. And Holden, being the main character, he was a symbol of rebellion and a bad role model for students. As I read this book, I found that beneath the vulgar language and the other parts, you find a wonderful story about how the main character perceives the world around him and how he acts toward his different relationships he has with people. We will talk about the story's major characters, the plot, and the themes that the author is trying to convey. We will be starting with the major characters first. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First major character and the protagonist is Holden Caulfield. He is the narrator of the story. When telling the story, he is 17, but the events take place when he is 16. Throughout the book, he narrates with bitterness about the world and the people that surrounds him, using the words phony and superficial to describe the ugliness and fakeness of the people and the world through his life. He contradicts himself by saying he is a terrific liar himself. The only sincere narration he has through the book is the things of innocence and purity, such as his 4th grade sister Phoebe and his younger brother Allie. Phoebe Caulfield is Holden's younger sister. She is the 4th grade at the time Holden leaves Pensy Prep. She seems to be more mature than Holden in some ways, although she herself idolizes him. Allie Caulfield was Holden's younger brother. He died of leukemia 3 years before the plot of the book. On the day of the funeral, Holden was at the hospital due to him injuring his right hand by smashing all the garage windows with bare fists. Holden idolizes him even if he is not present in the book. There is a scene in the book where Holden prays to Allie for safety as he crosses each street he passes. Holden replies he likes Allie when Phoebe asks him what does he like. Mr. Antolini is the person who Holden turns to for guidance and support. He was his English teacher at Elkton Hills, a previous school Holden got expelled from. Holden goes to stay at a night at his place in chapter 24 of the book. Mr. Antolini warns Holden he is ready for a horrible fall. Mr. Antolini also said he sees Holden dying nobly for an unworthy cause. Holden later leaves when Holden wakes up finding Mr. Antolini patting his head while he was sleeping.
Okay, next up is a slide about one of the important themes in the book. Okay, here we go.
Loneliness and ugliness of the adult world. A passage from page 159 of the book. When the light was on and all, I sort of looked at her a while. She was lying there asleep with her face sort of on the side of the pillow. She had her mouth way open. It's funny, you take adults, they look lousy when they're asleep, but kids don't. Kids look alright. They can even have spit all over the pillow and they still look alright. This passage clearly says that kids are pure and innocent while the adults are corrupt and phony. Throughout the whole book, Holden uses the word phony, saying that the adults around him are phony. He says this when he too is somewhat of a phony, when he uses deception and lies when he meets Mrs. Murrow on the train to New York. She is the mother of one of Holden's classmates. He tells her that he is the most popular boy in school and that he would have been the school president if he would have let them nominate him. Holden even tells her a false name, Rudolph Smith, the janitor of the school.
The last but not least is a slide we're going to talk about the plot of the story, what is going on in the book. Okay, so be sure to listen.
The book, The Catcher in the Rye, is about a 17-year-old teenager telling about his experiences in New York when he was 16. He tells a story while he is seeking psychological help at a mental hospital near Hollywood. The main character, Holden Caulfield, starts talking about his story after he gets expelled from his sports school